Have you ever just stopped and wondered what is really going on inside a middle schooler's head? It is a time of incredible, wild change. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this amazing cognitive leap that happens between 5th and 8th grade. So get ready, because you're about to see the middle school years in a completely new light.
It's so easy to just write off these years as a time of, hormones and emotional upheaval. But there is a much deeper, much more structured story unfolding. We're talking about a fundamental rewiring of the brain, a totally predictable and absolutely essential shift that builds the very foundation for how we think as adults.
And this all happens during a stage we call complex awareness. Just imagine the brain as an architect. For years, it was learning about simple building blocks, the concrete, physical world. But now it's starting to construct these incredibly intricate mental blueprints. It's learning to understand not just what things are, but how they actually work and connect on a much deeper level.
Okay, so how does this incredible transformation actually happen? Let's take a journey grade by grade through the middle school years. And we'll start with this massive, pivotal shift that kicks everything off in 5th grade.
All right, this is where things get really interesting. Think about a young child's brain, right? It's kind of like a sponge, just soaking up information from the world. We call that outside-in learning. Well, in 5th grade, the script completely flips. The brain starts to act more like a director. It's taking all this external information and actively organizing it according to its own internal logic. It's this huge shift from being a passive observer to becoming an active organizer of knowledge.
And this newfound ability to create mental blueprints, it's a total game changer. Suddenly, they're not just memorizing facts, they're building entire frameworks in their minds. You can see on the slide, the key skills here are correspondence and boundary. And that's exactly why topics like ancient civilizations or ecosystems are so perfect for this age. They can finally grasp the big picture. They can see how all the different parts of a system fit together, and crucially, where that system ends.
Then we get to 6th grade, and the brain gets a major upgrade. That inside-out process is now supercharged with memory. Imagine having this mental filing system that's just constantly being refined and expanded. That's what's happening. They can now access those internal blueprints they built and use them to dissect really complex topics with a whole new level of precision.
This is when they start to see both the forest and the trees. They can take something complex like Roman law and not only understand each individual rule, but they can see how all those rules fit together to create a cohesive whole. It's this profound shift from just knowing things to truly understanding the internal logic of a system.
So just when you think you've got it all figured out, the brain does another 180. Seriously. In 7th grade, we see a second huge cognitive flip. And this one unleashes a total torrent of creativity.
Hey, remember that outside-in flow from the early grades? Well, it's back, but with a major twist. Now, they're not just passively absorbing information anymore. They're actively using it to construct their own unique perspectives and original ideas. It's kind of like going from being a student in an art class to suddenly becoming an artist in your own right.
And this is where the magic of synthesis happens. They can take ideas from completely different fields. Look at the example, the art and science of the Renaissance, and they can weave them together into this beautiful tapestry of understanding. They're not just learning about subjects in isolation anymore. They're seeing the deep connections that bind everything together.
By the time they hit 8th grade, they've built up this really impressive mental library. And now, they're not just reading the books in that library, they are actively debating them. They're using this vast knowledge base they've accumulated to question, to challenge, and ultimately to deepen their understanding of the world.
This is where they really become true critical thinkers. They can weigh competing ideas, they can spot subtle nuances, and they can build really compelling arguments. It's no wonder that things like debate or persuasive writing are such powerful learning tools at this age. They're not just learning how to argue, they're learning how to think.
Okay, so we've seen what happens, but how? How does the brain actually pull off this incredible feat? How does it make that leap from the tangible world of, trees and rocks to the abstract realm of ideas and social systems? The answer is, well, it's nothing short of amazing.
It's a question that really gets to the very heart of what it means to be human, doesn't it? How do we perceive things that we can't literally see or hear or touch? The secret lies in this remarkable rewiring of our senses, an upgrade that allows us to navigate the incredibly complex world of abstract thought.
This is the key right here. Our brains are unbelievably resourceful.
They take the tools we already have for understanding the physical world, our senses, and they adapt them. They repurpose them for a whole new job, navigating the complex landscape of ideas, emotions, and social structures.
It's like our senses are totally reborn. Our sight becomes insight, letting us see the big picture. That sense of warmth we feel on our skin, it becomes a tool for sensing the warmth or maybe the coldness of a social situation. Even our senses of taste and smell get repurposed, helping us to savor the sweetness of a great idea or detect the bitterness of a flawed argument. It's just this beautiful symphony of sensory evolution.
Wow. Okay, we have been on an incredible journey through the middle school brain. So, what does it all mean? Why is it so crucial for all of us, as parents, as teachers, as anyone who cares about young people, to really understand this profound transformation?
Let's just put it all together for a second. As this chart shows, in just 4 short years, the brain goes from being a builder to an analyst to an artist and finally to a critic. It's a breathtaking developmental journey that lays the groundwork for a whole lifetime of learning and discovery.
And this, right here, is the call to action. By understanding the brain's natural developmental roadmap, we can create learning experiences that aren't just effective, but are truly transformative. We can meet students exactly where they are, and we can guide them on their journey to becoming the powerful thinkers they are absolutely destined to be.
And so this leaves us with the one question that should be on the mind of every educator, every policymaker, and every single parent. We have the knowledge, we have the roadmap. The only question that remains is this: are we ready to build an education system that truly honors the incredible potential of the developing brain?